Hi, everybody. It's Mike DePung here, and I wanted to do another video here because, because I enjoy it and because I care about those who come and listen. The work that I do, if you've listened to any of my other videos, especially the Spirit Hill series, I care about people healing from trauma. Um, and it's not again, it's not some big dramatic things, but things that we experience every day sometimes. Sometimes they're big things, sometimes they're not. But the deal is this: we came here to enjoy life. We came here to experience um, all the beauties and the wonders and the magic and the miracles that are all around us. But if we don't change our perception, and trauma keeps us trapped, it doesn't allow us to change our perception. So we want something that can help change our perception. And sometimes it's as simple as a smile. Uh, the last video I made was about the very first poem that I wrote a number of years ago before it got revised and put into a book, the book that Marion Brickner and I did, which is called Poems, Dragons, and Friends. And I'm going to share another poem from that with you today because it was the very first poem that I did last time. And I want to do the last poem that I wrote that it was actually as we were in process of doing this book. And I knew that it was something that my heart just told me it needed to be done. It's not like most of my work, not like most of my poems. It's a rhymey poem, and that's great for songs, but in general, I'm not a rhymey poem type writing guy. I do sometimes. But the point is this: I want us to be able to smile to help deal with the traumas, the little things even that come up in the course of a day, the things that aggravate us, that ego can use to make us question everything. So I know it because I experience it myself. Um, but I also know, I always know that I have heart. It's that part of me that is the divine expression of who I am. I believe that we are each an expression of spirit incarnate. And so there are things that we can access that are amazing, that are simple, that are in life around. Again, if you've listened to my other Spirit Hill poems, you know that, videos, you know that uh, I look at and connect with things like trees and birds and stars and all sorts of things. And I just want you to perhaps have the joy, the fun of connecting with Marion Brickner and myself through this book, because it's each page is something that can produce a smile. And I want to share that with you today. Um, I want you, my ultimate goal, no matter what I'm doing, whether it's writing an article that's kind of serious or a book that's kind of serious, like my other books, um, they the ultimate goal is to just help you and myself to explore who we are and to discover heart self, to enjoy all that we have the opportunity to enjoy while we're here. Each of us are very courageous for coming here to this world because we knew ahead of time, I think, that what would be entailed. We would have ego and we would have heart, and ego makes us question things, but it also makes it possible for us to come here in this very unique form of expression, of spirit expression. And without ego, we wouldn't be here as human beings. So I'm sharing this with you as one human being to another. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share the screen, and then I'm going to come back and talk a little bit about this. I'm going to read this first poem. So again, this is the very first poem. The very last poem that I wrote, the only poem that I wrote um, in process of doing this book. It's the only brand new one that I wrote. So here it is: Poems, Dragons, and Friends. A very, very long time ago, or maybe yesterday, as unformed letters, we grew bored. We sought somewhere to play. Since we must stay in our own set shapes and aren't allowed to stray, we form some words to help us say what we want to say. We know our verses help some folks to think good and healing things. We wanted to give joy and smiles to share with living beings. From A to D to O to Z, we raced inside the brain. A connection came and spewed us forth. Onto the page we reigned. We sat on those pages a long, long time, wishing our words had wings to fly into some reader's souls. We needed some magic thing. Then we met a lady with some dragons one fine day. So we called to them and asked right quick if they would like to play. They jumped straight onto the page with us. They knew just what to do. The dragons and friends heard us words and created a mini zoo. The lady with a magic ring with her dragons and their friends joined us words to create a book that never has to end if you, dear reader, think with us like the dragons do. You just might smile and play with us. Come join the Magic Zoo. Now, the beauty of this, I was going to stop the share, but you know what? I'm going to go back for a minute. I want you to put yourself in this. If you are listening to this and you have children or you have grandchildren, think about them sitting on your lap or sitting across from you and you reading this to them and asking them for their responses. Or think about you reading this and thinking this sounds kind of like for a child, but what are the deeper things that are here? You can ask questions. That's what we want you to do, to think about things and smile. Look at this. The very first verse that I wrote was about unformed letters, thinking somewhere to play. Look what happens when the dragons come in. Right away, they thought, well, these letters, we're going to identify with them. And we want people to smile. That's what we want. We want, the dragon said, we'll help you. We'll help you to create what you want to say. And that's what, so you can talk with kids about this. You can talk with yourself about it. You can journal about it. And letters, whatever they are, A to D or O to Z, they came in and me, the poet, I wrote, I let them out. I created words and it was like, what are they going to do? What are the words going to do? I don't think they're going to be worth much of anything just sitting by themselves. And lo and behold, I meet Marion Brickner because, you know why? I think it's because we both were seeking something. We were seeking joyful expression, happy, fun expression of our work. And collaboration sometimes is a great way to accelerate your creativity and your healing. And so here, look on this page, the dragons come, and on the next page, it talks about the lady with a magic ring. And yes, Marion does have a magic ring that she uses, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful expression. And here, look at the birds up in the tree. Here, the dragons down here. They come and they create, and they're playing with the words, and they get it. And if 4-year-old dragons and their birdie and zebra and different friends, elephant friends, can come and play with these words and make sense of them, so can you. To the end of smiling. Look at the next page here. He's happy. Here comes some storks there and there too, and the dragons, and they're just enjoying all that is created here. Now, what I would like to offer to you is to join in this work with us. We would like you, and I would like you, to have this energy in your hands, in front of your eyes, in your home, and to enjoy it, because I think it will make you smile every single page. By the way, this book is 8.5 by 11. So it's not like they're little bitty pages. They're nice big pages, easy to see and read, and colorful and happy. And we would love you to have this. So if you are interested, you can get this through Amazon under my name, Poems, Dragons, and Friends. and mine and Marion's name, Mike DePong, Marion Brickner. You can go to Spine Bookstore in South St. Louis on Arsenal Street, which is just a cool, awesome little niche place that you can have all kinds. They've got drinks, hot drinks, cold drinks, kid drinks, adult drinks. They've got everything you could want to, and you get to look at books that are produced by people like Mary and I that are independent authors. We're not tied to some big publishing house. So you can do that, or you can just contact me, and I would be glad to bring a book to you directly to you and to sign it. If you buy one and you want to meet with me, I'll be glad to meet with you and sign it. At any rate, I hope you have a great, wonderful weekend, a healing weekend. And if you grab a copy of this book, that it will help you in that process. Until next time, love and peace.